Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business.
Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, Dave Weischadle from House of Cards. I just got my dugout mug delivered, and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for House of Cards. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking. Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of August 3rd, 2026. Caesars Entertainment opens Caesars Republic Lake Tahoe Hotel and Resort. The new casino floor features new slot machines, table games, new high-limit and poker experiences, and a renovated Caesars Sportsbook. The grand opening marks the conclusion of the transformation of the former Harvey's Lake Tahoe with a brand new lobby and a modernized casino floor. New Jersey has reported its third mega jackpot winner. In the early hours of July 4th, a player placed a $2 bet on the Silver Lux 7 Hold'em respin on Hard Rock Bet Online and won a jackpot of over $2 million. That was the largest jackpot payout in Hard Rock Bet Online casino history. This marks the third time the New Jersey mega jackpot has produced a millionaire since it launched in April. And finally, speaking of records, one happened at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut. Also on July 4th was the resort's plan to get into the Guinness Book of World Records by giving out the largest bingo payout ever during their Firecracker Bingo event. And they did when someone took home a jackpot of $440,000. Foxwoods awarded more than $1 million in cash and prizes during that event. 4th of July was a big day for jackpots. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at news@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check out our website at houseofcardsradio.com.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. This week, I'm joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry.
Well, back on July 13th, we welcomed a new participant in the regulated commercial iGaming industry, and that is the province of Alberta up in Canada.
Boy, did they launch. Boy, that is like, I think everything is there now.
Well, they had, and I'll give you the list here. We have the Alberta Gaming, Liquor, and Cannabis Organization. That's running everything. They're monitoring all that. They are acting as the regulator, the AGLC.
Okay.
Prior to the launch, they had registered 50 operators, 58 critical gaming systems providers. That's a cool phrasing for saying the platform providers. Besides the 14 normal platform providers. We've got the integrity. We've got everything else mixed in with all this. Over 15 launched at midnight on July 13th. They had a little bit of a shotgun start.
Yeah.
And that's always fun to see.
Sure.
So we now have a brand new entrant into this. We have FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, Bet365, BetRivers, PointsBet. By the way, it's always nice to see PointsBet.
Yeah, I remember them.
Betway, Bet99. Bet99 is one of the Canadian-only sites that's there. 888 Tony Bet.
Tony Bet.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm Tony.
Yeah. The
Come
Score
bet with me.
Hollywood Casino, Bally's, Pure Casino Entertainment, and River Cree iGaming.
Okay.
They were one of the first ones to launch. By the way, they mentioned that Fanatics and Hard Rock Bet have not announced any intentions about an Alberta launch.
Okay.
So that's kind of an interesting pair to be left out.
I'm sure
of there.
there's going to be more coming down the road, so I never count anyone out. But they have everything. They have online casinos, sports betting, everything.
Yep. Well, they are following Ontario's model.
Sure.
AGLC is acting as the regulator. The Alberta Gaming, Liquor, and I just like saying Alberta Gaming, Liquor, and Cannabis altogether, and the AIGC, which is the Alberta iGaming Corporation.
Okay.
They are going to be the manager and the conductor for the entire market. AGLC is the regulator, and they had something that was interesting, and I'm glad to see this. They put a huge focus on responsible gambling from the first moment.
That's great. No, I mean, Canada is great with responsible gaming. They really put an effort into that, and they do things the right way up there.
Well, prior to the launch, and this is what spurred on this regulation, they had found that approximately 70% of online gaming activity in Alberta was done with unregulated offshore sites.
Sure. I mean, just, look, and that goes for the states down here that don't allow sports betting or casinos or anything yet. Even though you say it's illegal, doesn't mean it's not happening. So if it's happening anyway, you might as well, number one, make money off it. Number two, put regulations on it so you can help problem gamblers. You can't have these gambling programs funded by the state and everything, if you don't have regulations for casinos and sports betting. So, you're actually, in some bizarre way, you're helping people with gambling problems if you allow gambling in your jurisdiction, because it allows government programs to help people who need the help. Yeah.
And like I said, they put a very
if that made any sense,
that made perfect sense.
That's bizarre logic on my part, but
they made sure all the approved operators were following guidelines that prioritized player health, safety, responsible gambling. They had that mandatory third-party RG check certification. If you don't see it on the site, it's not a regulated,
usually
licensed sportsbook.
Well, down here,
a gaming platform.
Well, usually down here, that RG symbol is usually on the. I think it's on
in different
the upper
places everywhere.
corner. I think is the right corner or left. It's up on the corner.
Well, it's also depending
on the top of the page.
It's in different places between the desktop and the mobile too.
Oh yeah.
So you got to look around. For
that. I'm
anything.
thinking of the desktop.
Yeah.
So
And then they also had this right off the bat at midnight. Centralized self-exclusion list.
Good,
So, that's part of the regulations they have. Operators must promote that system.
Sure.
Which is kind of nice to see, because a lot of times when a market launched here in the United States, we did not see that being promoted right off the bat. But I think Alberta's benefiting from not just Ontario, but watching what's going on in the United States a bit too, because it's just they are taking everything that they've seen, putting it all into one good system.
Okay.
And, we'll see exactly where everything goes, but according to estimates, Alberta could generate more than $700 million in annual revenue.
Yeah, no, it's a moneymaker.
That's Canadian.
Yeah, it's a moneymaker.
$500 million from online casinos, $200 million from sports betting, And they compared it to Ontario. In 2025, Ontario generated 4.04 billion Canadian bucks. That's about 2.86 billion in the last year, 2025. Okay. That's up 34% from 2024. So it's going to be an interesting market to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's going to be great.
They've earmarked 20% of all revenues to go back into certain state-funded resources for Albertans. I actually saw somebody put that up. Albertans. Just put an NS on the word Alberta. Also, this was interesting. This was in one of the press releases. FanDuel announced an $80,000 Canadian donation to Alberta-related nonprofits. DraftKings did $150,000 to Food Banks Alberta.
Great. And
then they were looking at what was being offered by the different operators there. DraftKings, they're going to be doing Sportsbook, Casino, and Golden Nugget online gaming brands. So we're going to see Golden Nugget up there, too.
That sounds good.
And Caesars has all three of their digital platforms, Caesars Online, or Caesars Sportsbook and Casino, Caesars Palace Casino Online, or Online Casino, however you want to phrase it, and Horseshoe is going to be up there, too.
Okay,
it's interesting seeing Horseshoe outside the United States.
I like Horseshoe, yeah. I have an account with Horseshoe.
And they did a quick survey. 61% of Albertans surveyed viewed online gambling as safe after learning about the regulatory framework.
Yeah, I know.
So I guess there's still a percentage of people out there that are still wary.
Sure. I mean,
there's always going to be those things.
It just launched.
Yes.
Let them get used to it. Let them see what it does and how it, the community reacts to it. So, yeah. Okay.
And your favorite sportsbook name right there, Tony Bet?
Tony.
They did a YouGov survey, too. 74% of surveyed players in Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec are not going to use a platform without a Canadian license now.
Okay.
So that's a good number right there to start off with. I wonder if it's going to increase or decrease as time goes by. But 3 different provinces that have this kind of market are all saying 75%, 3/4 of the population say they're not going to use an unlicensed book.
Great. That's good.
So congratulations, Alberta.
Yep. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Why, you cheap crook, stealing a baby's bank. It's only a lend-lease. I figured to bet on the 50 to 1 shot and double the baby's money. Why, you imbecile. Why don't you pick 100 to 1 shot and triple it? Oh, okay.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
You know, I think we found the perfect way to start off an NFL year. Okay. We have a front office person being suspended for gambling.
Oh, Arizona?
Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, yeah.
So we have an Arizona Cardinals personnel executive, Ryan Gold. That's the person that's involved in all of this. Mm-hmm. He was suspended indefinitely for violating the league's gambling policy.
You know, I'm almost to the point where I'm seriously thinking that, you know, professional athletes and professional people involved with professional sports get caught gambling. They must have a gambling problem. I'm starting to feel that way because it's unexplainable that why he would even do something like this unless he has a real issue or a real problem or there's a situation that's causing him to do this, because you're going to get caught. You're always going to get caught. I mean, it can't be for the money. He's making a good living. And
well, before you say that, we don't know what his salary is.
Well, come on. He's in professional sports is better than like 85% of the people out there working. I mean, if you're in, you know, management in an NFL office, you know, you're making good money. But I'm just saying, I just don't understand why they risk their career and their financial position to do something like this. I mean, it's just, I'm starting to think, you know, there are some gambling issues, gambling problems. I mean, I think, you know, anyone who gets caught doing this should be required to go through some counseling, because I'm to the point where I'm not understanding why they're risking everything to just blatantly violate policies like this.
It could also be a matter of, it's one of those things, can I get away with sticking my hand in the cookie jar without getting caught? That's not a gambling addiction. That's I want to flout the rules and get away with it.
Yeah, but that's part of some issues, some psychological issues that are going on there. So, I mean, I just don't get why. I mean, they're going to get caught. There's processes, there's technology that tells you when you bet, who's betting, how much you're betting, where you're betting. I mean, I just, you know, there has to be some kind of program that they are required to go through for gambling addiction, because it's just not making sense to me now.
Well, before we get too far into this, which we already are.
We're okay.
The NFL gambling
let me
policy.
get off my soapbox now.
No, the NFL, let's, for those who don't know by now, with all the gambling suspensions and issues with the NFL, the NFL gambling policy, it prohibits anyone in the NFL, and that's everybody, players, front office, trainers, all that stuff, from participating or facilitating any form of sports gambling and from providing third parties non-public information. Now, according to what the NFL investigated and found, allegedly, I got to say allegedly right now.
Sure.
I mean, he's suspended indefinitely. Yeah. Yes, you can actually say definitively they found something. But they did find, through the investigation, that this guy in the front office, this personnel executive, provided confidential, non-public, inside information regarding 2026 draft selections.
Yes.
Now, the press release that was issued did not really specifically say how much. I've seen other people reporting that he did a parlay on the first 5 Cardinals draft choices, which, as a personnel executive, he knew what they were going to be choosing.
I mean,
and he won about $700,000.
You know, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of money, you know, but then, you know, put that to your retirement, because you're not going to be making any more money in the NFL anymore.
Well, here's the other thing. They also found he gave information out to third parties.
Sure.
Because they had third parties come forward and say, hey, he did this.
Yeah.
Now, the one question I have is, the money he makes on the bets is one thing. If he's made any, to be honest with you. We don't really know the full extent of how much he's bet, because they also said NFL and college games, too. But if he was paid for the third-party information,
well, I'm sure
we don't know that
everything's.
part yet.
I'm sure everything's going to shake out, and everything is going to be, as the weeks go on, we're going to know more and more and more. And it's just you won $700,000, but will the NFL sue him? Well, he has to go. Is there any legal fees that he has to spend? I mean,
Well, he can appeal it.
Sure, go ahead.
But
appeal
also,
it.
just to round out the story, the NFL found that there was no integrity issues with any of the games that he placed wagers on. Whether I don't know if they looked at the college games too closely, but according to the NFL, they found no integrity issues with regards to his betting activities. The Cardinals stepped up too. The Cardinals say we fully support the league's decision in this matter, and they said it only reached a single employee.
Okay.
So I don't know how detailed their investigation was either. So
well, there's a lot of employees, so I'm sure they're talking to all their employees. So if there was more than one employee, guess what? Your name is probably going to get out there because a lot of people are talking to the team.
Well, they said the NFL and the Cardinals both cooperated in the investigation. They worked with each other to go through it. They found no other member of the organization, coach or player, that was involved in this. They have not said how far outside of the NFL this has reached in terms of who he gave the information to. And, it's very interesting. You can make money on the betting, and that you could say, okay, he made this amount of money, keep it to his retirement. We don't know if he was paid for any of the third-party information.
First off, that was a joke, because
I know, it's a joke.
He's done with the NFL.
But I'm just saying. I'm
meaning his retirement, meaning he's not working in the NFL anymore.
Well, no, what I'm saying is he made money on the betting, but we don't know if he made any money giving out the third-party information.
I'm sure that's what the investigation is about, too. So I'm sure this isn't over. I'm sure there's going to be more information coming out as the weeks go on. But is the state of Arizona doing anything? Are there regulators looking at things?
They have not said whether the Arizona Division of Gaming is investigating. I would assume anytime you have something like this. I would guess
they would have to be looking into it a little bit. So
the fact that it violated the NFL gambling policy, probably there's something in the Cardinals organization too. Every team probably has their own gambling policy.
Well, I know the NFL,
and
I can't conflict with the NFL policy.
I'm just saying they may do other things to keep track of all this stuff. But it looks like what happened also was the integrity side of everything kicked in. The electronic records of his betting activity was supplied. So one of the books or one of the integrity things was actually giving that information as well.
They have the technology to know who bets, know what you bet on, know where you bet, what time you bet, how much you bet. It's there. It's the technology. That's why I'm saying, these athletes and these executives know that the technology is out there. They know if you bet on something, they will find you. That's why I'm saying there must be something more than I need money. It must be something that, I maybe have an issue with problem gambling because I know the rules and I'm doing things against those rules.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, hopefully maybe someone takes a look at that and, and if there should be some programs that you're mandatory have to go through.
Well, according to the NFL, they've got programs.
I hope so.
And also, every season, they have now been doing these educational programs. And again, you got a guy here, the Cardinals, this Gold guy here. But he's 13 years in the league.
I know. It's one of those things. Well, all these.
This is not a new guy coming in.
All these programs are great, and they help a lot of people with a lot of problems. But let me tell you another thing that these teams are businesses. You put these programs out not only to educate, to inform, and really help people who may think they have a problem, but they also there to cover your ass. I mean, I'm sure lawyers are there. Get this information out, do seminars, do talks, get everything out there so, people can't say, oh, they never told me that wasn't wrong or that they never told me. So it's one of those things. Yeah, helping people is great, but also there's an aspect of that of, CYA for the teams.
Oh, yeah.
Legally, anyway.
But again, you're dealing with a 13-year guy here.
Sure.
And
I mean,
I would say if
who
he was
should know?
if he was a new guy, okay, maybe there's some confusion there. 13 years in the league, the NFL, with the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. That is one of those situations where this guy knew or should have had some in the back of his head saying, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I'm wondering if this is going to spur other teams to start doing some investigations too.
Yeah, well, look, I mean...
Just to do the CYA maneuver on their part.
It opens your eyes, and, I mean, anyone out there...
Really, it opens your eyes now after all these suspensions?
Look,
my eyes are open, and, I just expect every couple of weeks something to happen in one of the leagues now.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about where this industry is.
Yeah, and it's now we're entering in prediction markets too. We have to formulate policies and rules and regulations for prediction markets. So
unless
it keeps going,
yeah.
It's a tough job to monitor this stuff.
It evolves quicker than I think a lot of the policies can keep up with right now. And again, like I said, every week now I'm expecting a different league to have some sort of issue with this now, and that's sad.
Yep. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards. Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In a moment of need, every second counts. So first responders, delivery drivers, and visitors can find your home fast, even in the dark. This is about more than just a number. It's about safety, visibility, and peace of mind. We created a house number that is not only a beacon of safety, but also a work of art. Crafted from durable stainless steel and waterproof acrylic, with efficient, low-voltage LED backlighting, it's uniquely yours. Choose from 6 sizes, 4 fonts, and 6 colors, and match your home's mood with bright, neutral, or warm white halo lighting. Add dusk to dawn, dimming and timing controls for complete command.
Every order includes free worldwide shipping, plus a 2-year warranty on lighted numbers and all powering accessories.
This is the ultimate home upgrade. A perfect blend of style, quality, and function.
Buy yours today.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Well, it looks like we're going to see another attempt to bring horse racing back to Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
We have.
I hope it does. I mean, I'm a fan of horse racing, and I hope it flourishes and does better than it has been. But good. I think it's great that Las Vegas could have a racetrack.
Well, the current home of the National Horse Players Championship, which is sort of like a betting tournament for horses, that is still being held in Las Vegas, but there's no actual racing being held in Nevada, or at least the Las Vegas area. And we've got a Bitcoin millionaire or billionaire.
Usually they're billionaires, they're not millionaires.
Depending on what day of the week it is with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He is planning to build a $550 million thoroughbred racetrack.
I hope it happens. I hope that'd be a great addition to Las Vegas. The question for me is, I mean, will the casino owners accept something like that? I know the casinos, Las Vegas and Nevada doesn't have a lottery because casino owners think it competes with the casinos. I'm just curious about, is this finding support with casino owners? I know they put a premium on, people walking through the door, and anything that may distract people from walking through their casino doors, they're not in favor of. So I'm curious to see if something like this they embrace for the city.
To your point, he has specifically come out and said this will not be a racino.
Well, but still, anything that takes away, if a lot of casino owners will think, people are spending the money at the racetrack that they would otherwise be spending at my casino. So I'm not in favor of that. Well, I would think there be a number of casino owners that, wouldn't accept that kind of competition. Like I said, they feel that the lottery is a competition for people's money.
I think you got to look at maybe if he does deals with some of the race books at the casinos where they can actually televise the tracks and have betting on it. That's one
maybe
key
go
right
into a partnership with a casino or a casino brand. But we'll see. I hope he does it. I hope he brings racing back to Las Vegas. It'd be great. It'd be an amazing addition. Well, so, I mean, it'd be something, one extra thing for Las Vegas. They have the F1 that, draws a lot of people there. They have the Sphere. I mean, a day at the racetrack might be a little hot in some days for, in the summertime. But, it's one of those things where I think it would be nice.
They're not going to have racing during the summer.
Okay, well.
Here, I'll give you the plan right here. Racing season, 60 race days.
Okay.
Thursday through Saturday.
All right.
November 1 through April 1st.
See, that'd be perfect.
Yep.
That'd be perfect.
Grandstand would seat at least 20,000.
Okay.
With it's expandable to 40,000. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be on it's proposed to be, on a 55-acre stretch of land, Las Vegas Boulevard, between Mandalay Bay and the M Resort.
See,
that's a good spot right there.
That would be great. That would be awesome. So, but I hope it's supported by casino owners, and I hope it would be embraced by the city, because I think it's something, one extra thing that people in Las Vegas can go to.
Well, they had tried these before.
Yeah, I know.
Back in '53, they had Las Vegas Park.
Mm-hmm.
That was open 13 days. Mm-hmm. It was shut down because of fraud issues.
Okay.
Then they had Thunderbird Downs, 1963 to 1966. Constant ownership changes and controversies, clashes with casino interests.
There you go.
Yep.
See, I told you.
And then there was a previous version of Las Vegas Downs back in the early 80s.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know.
But it was just Greyhound. It was just Greyhound.
Oh, it's just Greyhound. And how long did that last?
Horse racing at the track, besides the Greyhound, lasted only a month before the property foreclosed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they've not had success with horse racing.
Well, look, I mean, if, the casino owners will accept it and embrace it, and I think it'd have a great future in Las Vegas. But you know what? It's the city has to get behind it.
Yes. Well, according to the creator, he was the founder of Bitcoin ATM company Hilt.
Okay.
So the Bitcoin ATM machines you see in a lot of the casinos are his.
Okay.
He's already said he's got outside investors who have committed to half of the $550 million budget or proposed funding. He's got others that are private clubs, sort of like the Hong Kong Jockey Club.
Oh,
but it's an American version
of
this. It's not Hong Kong Jockey Club. They are going to be footing up some of the money as well. So he's got some of the money already figured out. And he's already proposing nightly purses of $1.5 million, which actually probably will make this a little bit more of a success than previous versions. The higher the purses, the more interest you get.
Sounds like a great plan. Sounds like it'd be a great addition to the city. It's just, the casino owners have such a huge voice in Las Vegas. It's I think if you at least get them to accept the idea. I mean, and not rail against it. Like I would guess some of them will.
Well, he's got one other hurdle. He's got to overcome.
What other hurdle?
The state of Nevada has to amend or change the Pari-Mutual Wagering Act that's in place right now. As of July 1992, to get a pari-mutuel license in the state of Nevada, you have to have a commitment for 200 hotel rooms on the property.
Yeah.
But he's already said he's not doing a racino. He's not doing a hotel. So they've got to figure out a way to, amend this situation or get some kind of zoning variance.
Like some kind of variance or something like that. Okay.
But he said he's not going to do a racino, so maybe
By the way,
will assure the casino support too.
That rule always supports the casino owners. I'm sure they love that, and I'm sure they're going to point to that. So that's one of those things where, the casino owners have a loud voice in Las Vegas, as they should. Again, I mean, they make that city go.
It's interesting because he's already met with the casino operators, he said. But no word on whether or not they are supportive of this. Unless he gets some way to tie in the casinos at the track. That could be one way of doing things.
Do rewards points, tie something in with it. I don't know.
Or have some sort of junkets attached to,
Sure.
What do they call it? Trams or what are they called?
Or
the trolleys or something.
Or be part of their comp system.
Yeah.
If you get a free wager at one of the races or something. I don't know, something like that. Just tie
free
something
parking,
in.
which is now a problem in Vegas now when they're now charging for parking.
Sure.
There's so many different ways, but again, at least he's got the casino operators involved from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not going to go ahead and do this and say, I don't care what you say.
He's smart for doing it.
Yeah. So. Well, obviously, he's founder of a Bitcoin ATM company. Yeah. Smart guy right there to begin with.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards. Hey, this is Doug Weischadle from Turnpike Sports with this week's Bet Flash. With its June sports betting report, the state of New Jersey reported that the state has passed $76 billion in all-time handle and $890 million in all-time tax revenue. Parlays in the month accounted for a total handle of more than $342 million, which is 37% of the total handle in June in the Garden State. With its June sports betting report, the state of Indiana passed $8 billion in all-time handle and $241 million in all-time tax revenue. Baseball was the most bet-on sport in June with over $57 million in handle. Parlays accounted for over $170 million in handle, which is 42% of the total handle in June. And finally, Everton Football Club announced a multi-year deal that will make Stake its official sleeve partner from the start of the 2026-27 season, shifting the betting brand's logo from the front of the shirt to the sleeve. This amendment to the current contract is designed to avoid the ban on front of the shirt gambling sponsorships in English football. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports. Hey, this is Doug Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of August 3rd, 2026. Caesars Entertainment opens Caesars Republic Lake Tahoe Hotel and Resort. The new casino floor features new slot machines, table games, new high-limit and poker experiences, and a renovated Caesars Sportsbook. The grand opening marks the conclusion of the transformation of the former Harvey's Lake Tahoe with a brand new lobby and a modernized casino floor. New Jersey has reported its third mega jackpot winner. In the early hours of July 4th, a player placed a $2 bet on the Silver Lux 7 Hold'em respin on Hard Rock Bet Online and won a jackpot of over $2 million. That was the largest jackpot payout in Hard Rock Bet Online casino history. This marks the third time the New Jersey mega jackpot has produced a millionaire since it launched in April. And finally, speaking of records, one happened at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut. Also on July 4th was the resort's plan to get into the Guinness Book of World Records by giving out the largest bingo payout ever during their Firecracker Bingo event. And they did when someone took home a jackpot of $440,000. Foxwoods awarded more than $1 million in cash and prizes during that event. 4th of July was a big day for jackpots. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, game releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. This week, we're going to start off with a announcement from Bright Star Lottery. This is our games feature where we're going to be talking about some new games here. Actually, this is not new games. These are an extension. Now, Bright Star Lottery used to be the IGT Lottery division. It was a rebrand recently from IGT to Bright Star Lottery PLC. They have announced a 5-year extension with Sony Pictures. And this is to continue developing and distributing Ghostbusters-themed omni-channel lottery games.
Wow, okay. How many Ghostbusters movies were there? I mean, with the original cast. I'm assuming, is this with the original cast, the games?
That I don't know. I know a lot of them don't feature the images of the original cast.
Oh, okay.
Most of it's Slimer.
It's Slimer.
They even have a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man one.
All right, I can see it. Okay.
But this is based upon the movies. It's the... let's see, we had 1, 2, 3 of the original movies.
Cast, and then we had one with the all-female cast.
And then we had 2 with the kids.
Yeah, the kids of the original cast.
Right.
I don't know if it was the kids of all. Was it Egon?
It was the kids of the original.
I didn't see the movie, so I'm trying to remember the commercials.
And the adult was Paul Rudd.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right.
And also one of the kids, I think it was Egon's child, was played by the kid from Stranger Things.
I did not know that. Maybe.
Yeah, one of the Stranger Things kids is in it.
Stranger Things kids.
I don't know what.
By the way, tell me if I'm crazy or not. I kind of remember a Ghostbusters. I don't know if it was a cartoon or whatever, but in the 70s and early 80s, there was a Ghostbusters TV show with a gorilla. Am I wrong on that? Am I?
No, actually, you're 100% right because that is the origin of the name.
Oh, that was the original the one with the gorilla, right? There was one with a gorilla. Right?
There was a 13 episode.
I don't know I don't remember any specific episode, but I know there was a Ghostbusters show in the 70s, I think it was, and I remember a
late
gorilla.
70s. Late 70s.
Well, I remember
mid to late 70s, 76, 77, something like that. But Filmation did a live action 13 episode Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Where it was 2 guys and a gorilla hunting ghosts.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's just it sounds like a fever dream kind of thing.
No,
right?
no. Well, a lot of people don't realize that, but Sony had to purchase a license.
Who the hell makes up these? I remember some really weird shows in the 70s. I mean, 2 guys hunting ghosts with a gorilla. I remember a Saturday morning, I don't know if it was Sid and Marty Croft, Bigfoot and Wild Boy.
Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah. ISIS,
yep,
or something like that. Then I remember Shazam.
That's what's his name? ISIS is what's his name's
Kirk
mother?
Cameron's
Kirk Cameron's
mother.
mom.
Yeah,
I
didn't know. I don't know her name, but yeah, I remember those shows. So it's
don't forget Electro Woman and Dinah Girl.
Electro Woman and Dinah. Dr. Shrinker.
Dr. Shrinker.
I remember
the Bugaloos.
Lidsville. How's that one? Huh?
That's HR Puff and Stuff spinoff kind of thing.
Oh,
HR Puff and Stuff came first, then Lids came first,
okay,
and then it came after that.
So I like how we're talking about Ghostbusters, and we get off on some weird tangent.
Well, here we are with Ghostbusters. Let's go back to Ghostbusters.
Let's go back to Ghostbusters.
Now, Sony had to license the name from Filmation to do that.
That was the Gorilla.
That was the Gorilla one.
Gorilla
to
show.
make the movie with starring Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, and I can't think of the other
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. I could not. He's in everything I watched lately with everything. So all the stuff. But anyway, we have Sony Pictures. They did a deal back a few years back with IGG to develop both instant tickets, scratchers, high definition symbols, by the way. So really clear graphics. E-instants, instant lottery tickets, fast play. They have all these types of games. They had created over 25 versions of Ghostbusters games.
Wow. Oh, my God.
And what we have here is, as we're talking about this on screen, I've got pictures of some of the different variations of the Ghostbusters games. Plus, also, I got two of the original commercials going, one from the Kentucky Lottery and one from the Massachusetts Lottery. None of the commercials, none of the games feature the images of the actual actors. It features Slimer,
you probably needed
Stay Puft.
Separate agreements.
Oh, yeah. They weren't going to get those cheaply at that time. But no, they're good. These games have been fun to play for a lot of people. They're actually very recognizable games, obviously, because of all the movies.
Well, you said they're in a couple states. I mean, this is like nationwide.
There are 20 lottery companies globally.
Wow,
they're not just here, states. Huh? Yeah, they're overseas as well. Again, they have an e-instant that a lot of the iLotteries push at Halloween time.
Okay.
I guess it's on year
ghost
round.
Theme. So,
yeah, it's on year round. And again, they have it's Slimer that stars in a lot of these things. I do like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
See, I'm surprised. Is Stay Puft still a brand out there?
Stay Puft was never a brand.
Oh, really? I thought that was a real.
That was made up for the movie.
Oh, I did not know that.
And it's Stay.
I thought it was like an old.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like an old brand, like in the 40s and 50s.
They made it look that way.
Okay.
Because the Ghostbusters grew up on the Stay Puft. What was it? Ray Stantz, the character, grew up eating Stay Puft Marshmallow. And it was Puft.
Okay.
Yeah, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
All right.
But, this, if you ever want to read an interesting history of a product, Ghostbusters. The lawsuits over the use of the name, the licensing agreement they had to go through.
Not for this company.
Not this. No. Well, Sony did. Sony did. Get the movie launched and everything else. It's a very interesting trademark case because of all the licensing and the Gorilla cartoon and Gorilla TV show. Both were very well written.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember the quality. Well, I just told you some of the crap I saw on Saturday morning. So it's No, I don't remember what the Gorilla Ghostbusters thing was about, so I don't remember any particular episode.
First of all, it became a fight between the two real action ones because of the Ghostbusters movie and the Ghostbusters. Then the two cartoons had fights.
Okay, the two
cartoons. The real Ghostbusters, which was based on
Let me
this
tell you
Sony
something.
Pictures
It's
property.
a great name. It's a great name.
And it was very unique at the time, too.
Sure.
That's it for the game release feature. We're going to start off our casino jackpot segment heading out to Nevada.
Okay.
Now, we're heading into Nevada, and we're not even going to be leaving the airport for this one.
Oh,
now, you had just mentioned last week we used to get big jackpots from Harry Reid International Airport.
Well, we were talking about Harry Reid because I think Illinois was talking about putting games in their airport. I know O'Hare or Midway or both or whatever. But
airport lounges.
Yeah,
for slots.
Hey, you know what? If you have to be there early to check in. I mean, sometimes you get laid over and stuff like that. So, you might as well have something to do and something to pass your time. And, if you do it responsibly, why not have games there? So,
well, speaking of layovers, since you just said that
phrase that's what
there,
it was?
We have a layover passenger.
Okay,
here.
There we go.
Traveling through Las Vegas, was on a layover and decided to sit down at the slot machines at the Seagate.
Seagate.
Gate C.
Yeah,
Gate C. Let me say it that way, not Seagate.
So
there's no ocean there.
I might be wrong, but where they have machines at Gate A and Gate C.
Yeah, I think there's also some of B too.
I know it's like different.
They're loaded. They're loaded.
Like different
they're
casinos.
I think the only one they don't have gates on is the private gate, where they have the private charters and all that.
I don't know. I don't know. They could have. They could have games at every gate. I don't know, but I knew they had something at A and C.
But here we have a Gate C lottery jackpot. We've got a Wheel of Fortune triple Red Hot Sevens game.
Okay.
Now, the last time we did one of these, I believe it was a huge amount of money. This is not too bad either. We have a Wheel of Fortune triple Red Hot Sevens, $3,307,158.11.
See, you don't mind a layover when you have something like that happen.
I wonder if the layover became an extended stay.
Wow. Oh, my God. But so obviously this was a traveler and stuff like that, but do locals go to Harry Reid? I mean, do you have to check in and get through security and then encounter the machines, or do locals go as like your favorite casino kind of thing? I don't know how this works with the Harry Reid International Airport.
I think you can get to some of these without going through metal detectors or without tickets and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know how this works. I mean, if you're a local and you like to go to Harry Reid International Airport to play the games, I mean, can you? I mean, do you have to go through any security to get there? So I'm curious.
They didn't identify the traveler. They didn't identify where they were headed.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they didn't identify the bet size. So, unfortunately, I don't have the size.
Well, they got the
bet.
important thing with the $3.3 million jackpot.
See, now, the one question you started talking about how to go play and all these things. I'm wondering if the airport comes over the 3 points, like the size of this $3.3 million jackpot,
mm-hmm.
do they actually work with the traveler to push back the flight?
I have no idea.
Or do they don't care about the ticket and they just care about the jackpot?
I have no idea. I have no idea how this works. It's just, it's beyond me how they work with the airports and stuff like. I'm curious if do they have rewards cards at these at Harry Reid or something like that? I don't know how this works.
Do they get frequent flyer miles?
I don't know. I don't know.
But who knows? Well, we'd have to ask somebody at the airport for that. But anyway, we're leaving Nevada, and we're heading to New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to live New Jersey. We're going to online Jersey.
Virtual Jersey.
Hard Rock Bet.
Okay.
Hard Rock Bet, New Jersey. We now have the third mega jackpot winner in New Jersey.
Okay.
The mega jackpot is that tier where you enroll into every single bet has like 10 cents added to it. Yeah. And it just has 3 different tiers. This is the mega tier jackpot. This is the big guy.
Okay.
Early hours, 4th of July. Talk about fireworks.
All right.
We have a person putting a $2 bet on the Silver Lux Sevens Hold'em respin slot machine.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I know that one.
It's a 3-reeler online.
Okay.
Now, like I said, this was the third time the New Jersey mega jackpot has hit. This one hit for $2,097,043.30 off that $2 bet.
Wow. Wow. That is huge.
Largest jackpot payout in Hard Rock Bet online casino history.
Wow. Okay.
First time the mega jackpot has cleared $2 million.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, this is the third one.
And that was online. That was that's kicking back at home, maybe. It's unbelievable.
Now, the previous two, one was on May 11th, $1.9 million, and the other one was on 3 weeks after that. So the end of May, we had $1.9 million as well.
By the way, speaking of Hard Rock Bet, I think I saw the first commercial with Matthew Broderick.
He's talking to the camera like he's...
Yeah, well, no, there's a woman playing, and he kind of glides in. He says something and then glides back out. So, it's the first
You're going to start seeing them everywhere.
I'm seeing a lot of those Hard Rock Bet commercials, but that's the first one I saw with Matthew Broderick.
Cool. Well, we're leaving virtual Jersey. And we're heading back out to Nevada.
All right.
This time we're getting off the airport.
All right.
We have the brand new Vanderpump Hotel.
There's a jackpot already? Didn't that just open? A couple weeks ago, right?
Yes.
All right.
Just happened right after the grand opening week. Here we have a player from, let me get it right, Littleton, Colorado.
Okay.
Playing Pai Gow Poker.
All right. I like Pai Gow Poker.
7-card straight flush.
Wow. Okay.
$813,553. That was on a Monday afternoon. That's a good way to spend Mondays.
That's a great Monday afternoon.
Leaving Nevada, We're heading out to California, and you know where we're going with
Are you
California.
serious? Thunder Valley again? Is that what you're talking about? Because this has been like every week so far.
Thunder Valley is a constant mainstay in this show.
This is like they must have the loosest machines. I mean, what is the is it a slot machine win or?
This is a Monopoly Progressive slot machine.
Okay,
one of the Monopoly Progressive. There's like so many of those too.
Yeah,
but we have a Independence Day afternoon. $5 bet.
I guess a lot of people were in the casinos and online on 4th of July, huh?
Well,
it was pretty hot here in New Jersey, so I mean, I guess if you weren't at the shore down in Atlantic City, you were on your phone in the air conditioner.
Probably. But here, this person was on Thunder Valley Casino Resort for 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Instead of going to a barbecue, they actually made their own fireworks here with $5 on the Monopoly Progressive game. $203,802.76.
Wow.
Thunder Valley has paid out more than 251,000 jackpots this past year.
I eventually have to go to this place because it's just like, money is just falling out of the windows there. I mean, unbelievable.
I have to admit, I like doing the Thunder Valley stories because when I get their press releases, 251,000 jackpots over the past year, 700 jackpots every day.
Wow.
One jackpot every 2 minutes. They go down to the minute.
Okay. Well, so I get, certainly there's a lot of winners there. So, I guess they have to keep track of that because it's incredible.
Last stop on our tour, we're heading to Florida. Mm-hmm. Now, we'd actually just talked about this slot machine up here in Jersey, Hard Rock Atlantic City. The Phoenix Link Queen Shoe.
All right.
We just did this one last week from Hard Rock in Atlantic City. We're going to Seminole Classic Casino in Florida for this one here.
Okay.
We've got a $12.50 bet.
All right.
On the new Phoenix. This is actually kind of a new offshoot of the Phoenix Link. There's about 2 or 3 other ones of these. It's Queen Shoe. I'm saying Shoe. It could be Shoe.
I think that's one of those games where I'll probably know it when I see it, but if you just tell me the name of it, it's not registering with me. So I can't picture it.
I have to admit, I have not seen this variation.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the $12.50 bet kicked out $104,632.66.
Nice. All right.
So congratulations there. We're going to finish up heading up to Massachusetts for this. Massachusetts State Lottery story here. We've got a scratcher that has paid off a good amount of money. The game is a $10 ticket called $4 Million in the Money.
All right.
That's the name of the scratcher. It just recently launched earlier this year. We have a trust from Quincy.
Okay.
Winning $4 million.
Wow. First off, the trust didn't. I'm assuming I don't know if it was a man or a woman or who is it a man or.
They said it was a man.
Okay, a lucky man from Massachusetts. I'm sure he won it, and then he got a hold of a lawyer or accountant or a financial planner and say what's the best way to receive this money. They probably settled on a trust to determine for whatever reason. Everyone has different personal reasons for how they want to receive the money, and that's how the trust came into being.
The Love Trust
of Quincy.
I'm assuming his name is Love.
Yeah, we're
probably
very familiar with Quincy, so that's great.
But I'm assuming the guy's last name is Love.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
But it's interesting. This was the first of the 3 top prizes. There's 2 more $4 million prizes out there for this. There's also, let's see, we have another 9 prizes of $1 million, 3 of which have already been won on this game. This is kind of a brand new game for the Massachusetts State Lottery.
Okay.
Even though the trust is from Quincy, not Quincy,
Quincy. With a Z.
With a Z.
That's how you pronounce it.
Quincy. He did not buy it in Quincy. He bought it in Seekonk.
All right.
The Quality Gas and Mart, which is going to get $40,000.
Wow.
As a bounty.
I have no idea where Seekonk is. I was in Quincy
north
for over 30 years. I was in Massachusetts for over 30 years, and I still don't know where Seekonk is.
Seekonk is the place of the ticket, The trust is in Quincy.
Okay.
I think it's in, well, he says Love Trust of Quincy. Doesn't mean it's necessarily formed in Quincy.
That's the name of it.
Yeah, so, but anyway, congratulations. Congratulations to all the winners we talked about this week. That's the end of Beating the House this week. We only do $100,000 or more. There's a lot more winners out there for the casino and lottery industries. Keno, bingo, too, as well. Congratulations to everybody. And also game releases, game announcements, jackpot announcements. info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Across the desert plain, you build a house of cards around a lover's heart. Wow.